to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Bateman,
Here.
Haskell,
Here.
Albert. Here. Einhardt,
Excuse.
Nadrowski,
Here.
Divided,
Here.
Gilmore,
Here.
Rose,
Here.
Holden.
Here. Okay, if you take a minute to look over the agenda, I would accept the motion to approve.
I'll make the motion, we approve the agenda as presented.
Second. Been moved and seconded to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of minutes. Pardon? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Thank you, Marlene. First thing we have to do is elect a new vice chair or re-elect our vice chair. Are there nominations for the position of vice chair?
I would like to nominate Rick Bacon as vice chair.
I'll second it.
Yes, and it's seconded. Do you nominate Rick? Are there any other nominations? Any nominations? Okay, all those in favor of electing Rick, vice chair, say aye.
Aye.
Vote the same. Motion carried. Congratulations, Rick.
I believe that's the best we got.
Second choice, huh? I feel the love. Now approval of a minute.
Like make motion to approve the board commissioner minutes of December 17, 2025.
Second it.
Been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the commission meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. How about closed session?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the closed session of December 17th, 2025.
Second. Been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the closed meeting. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. General public comment.
Morning.
Morning.
I don't know if those microphones are.
Okay, because they're very aggressive. Good morning. It's good to see some of you. I haven't seen some of you in a while. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Steven Sense. I couldn't think of a better place and opportunity to be able to talk to the community as a whole. I live in Grant Township. I'm here today because I wanted today to be the day that I announced my candidacy for sheriff for Clare County. I know we got a little bit to go, but I want to be as transparent as possible. A lot of people have, a lot of people have approached me and spoke to me, and with their conversations and many thoughts and prayers and the blessing of my family, I want to make the move forward to make a run at the next position of sheriff. A little bit about myself. I started really community service when I was 17. As a junior in high school, I actually joined the Army. Went to basic training between my junior and senior year summer. Returned back home for my senior year of high school, which was definitely an adjustment. And then after that, switched to active duty as a military policeman. 4 of those 5 years, I did law enforcement operations on military bases. One of those years I was serving in Afghanistan, teaching local police how to do law enforcement. While I was there, I was actually awarded the Military Order of the Purple Heart for being injured while I was there. After my service to the military, I came back and wanted to do law enforcement, again with the community. I've been with several different law enforcement agencies. One of those being the Clare County Sheriff's Office. I was with the Clare County Sheriff's Office for 11 years, working ORV patrol, Marine patrol, port security. rising through the, from the ranks from deputy sheriff, sergeant, field training officer. Ultimately to the position of the road patrol lieutenant for the sheriff's office. An opportunity came up for me to take a position as the school resource officer for the Clare Public Schools. It's been a year and a half I've been there. It's definitely a new challenge, new experience. But while I'm there, I get to see a lot of kids that are in Clare City and also Clare County and see a different aspect of law enforcement where I can assist them as kids, and assisting them also in turn helps the families that are in the community. I look forward to meeting with every single one of you. I can meet with your constituents. Clare County Sheriff's Office is a great organization, and after being there 11 years, I never really got an opportunity to talk to some of the board members who were there while I was there. But I just want to say a huge thank you for everything you do for the county, for the sheriff's office. I know it's a big part of the budget. Everybody sees the budget for the sheriff's office and panics. But I can tell you from working in the organization, it is worth every penny to invest in the safety of our community. So I just want to say thank you and look forward to meeting with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Other public comments?
Yes, please. My name's Tom Kernstill. I come here as a private citizen today. Not running for office. Maybe running for my life in the office. Today I would like the support of the board, support of the people in the room, and everybody in Clare County. I'm sure that if we took a poll in here, there's nobody who's not been affected by cancer. And with that sometimes comes, you hear the word hospice. Not a friendly word to some people. We have no facilities in Clare County to help with those people nearing end of life. There are several around Gladwin, Acosta, Osceola, Roscommon. This was started back in 2005 by gentlemen Randy and Joe, and one of them suffered a loss in the family, and they had hospice come in. From that, they started this organization. It's actually called Big R Smoke and Joe Comfort House. That's the legal name. I prefer Comfort House. They raised money since that time to help other hospice areas in other counties. And a couple years ago, we decided to have one in Clare County for ourselves. So they started this organization. In the packet that I left one of you up there, there's a donation letter. There's a letter that talks about our upcoming event, Spring Fling, that will raise money for. So I ask you to look at that. If you have any questions, I'll be here afterwards. Just a couple of other things. We purchased the church out on Cranberry Road. We have started to remodel it. We own the building. Now look for grant money to finish the building, hopefully make a 5-room house. We also have started an endowment fund, and then we also need money for operating expenses. So that's one reason I like to get the word out to everybody. I know the board cannot do anything as a whole for money, but individually we can. Anybody in this room can, and anybody in the county can do that. We have several fundraisers coming up. The big one will be at the Harrison Moose, April 25th. We'll have 300 tickets available. And just by chance, I happen to have some today. I should have to purchase. We have bake sales at Jay's, February 7th, March 7th, and April 11th. We're asking the whole community to get involved, make your own competition, with the donations going to the hospice house. I will stay after the meeting, as long as possible, well, as long as you are here. If you have any questions at all. I guess one thing that I'd like to leave you with is that the person needs to have the dignity of being alive, and their family. They need comfort in that time. And I always like to tell people that don't be happy that it's over. be glad it happened. Life is very precious, and we need to take care of our people. Everybody in this room, all of our citizens. So, appreciate your support, and if you have any questions now, I'd be happy to answer them, and if not, stay out.
Thanks,
Thank you
Tom.
very much.
Thanks, Tom.
Appreciate it.
Any public comment?
I'll wait till the end.
All right. Communications with administrators report.
Since my last report on December 17th, there have been no major legislative changes at the state or federal level that significantly impact Clare County. We continue to monitor developments related to county finance. We are nearing completion of the annual audit. A significant amount of time has been dedicated to this process, and staff have been working diligently to ensure accuracy and compliance. We anticipate wrapping up the remaining items very soon. As part of the Part 115 materials management planning requirements, the county bid out the materials management plan to contractors. I attended our meeting in Osceola County with prospective contractors, and bids were received approximately 1 week ago. We received a total of 5 bids, 2 were disqualified, including one that was more than $400,000 higher than the remaining bids. All bids are currently in my office. I will be meeting today with Greg and Keith Hayes to review the remaining submissions. The RFP has been posted on the county website, and we anticipate selecting a contractor and awarding the contract in mid-February. I have met with most department heads to distribute updated approved policies and discuss the fiscal year 2027 budget process. The 2027 budget was opened at the end of December. Our new chart of accounts will go live this evening. Is that correct, Jenny? So some adjustments may be necessary once implementation is complete. I would like to thank Jenny for all of her hard work on developing and implementing the new chart of accounts. I've been working on multiple grant opportunities. One is the CDBG homeowner rehabilitation grant in the amount of $400,000. There's no match requirement. This program would provide eligible low to moderate income homeowners up to $40,000 in home repairs through a no interest, no payment loan that becomes payable upon title transfer. This program is similar to homeowner rehab programs Clare County has successfully implemented in the past. And also I have been working on a record preservation grant for the clerk's office for clerk and register of deeds to support the preservation and protection of county records. A lot of the historical records from the late 1800s need some love. At this point in the fiscal year, we should be approximately 29.17% expended. We are currently 25.61%, indicating that Clare County is on target and managing expenditures appropriately. This concludes my report.
Any questions for Lori? Okay, thanks, Lori. We are down to our first motion. David, would you read that for us, please? Of course.
Motion to increase the burial funds for veterans from $600 per veteran to $1,200.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. I'd like to discuss on that. I was hoping Carl would be here. By statute, we're supposed to provide minimum of $300 per veteran. And that's only collected by people who have less than $40,000 worth of assets. If we're going to, I would rather see us give the money to them while they're alive rather than giving it to an heir once they're dead. So I feel the money would be better used if we could do something for the veterans while they're still alive, rather than increasing the death benefit. I don't know how anybody else feels.
I would like to comment on that. Actually, it doesn't go to their heirs for their use, it goes to pay for their expenses. So if the heir pays for that $600, in essence reimburses that individual for the outlay. Currently, an average, no frills, absolutely nothing except taking the body, disposing of it and holding it until a family member can pick it up is $1,625. That is what Stacy Stockton told me yesterday. That is the bottom line for a no frills. Nothing, no cards, no obituary, no announcement, nothing. Just we'll take your body, we will cremate it, and then we will hold it until a family member can pick it up. So when we on the committee, they meet monthly to discuss and allocate these resources to veterans with past. We realize that 600 is not even coming close to providing any type of a dignified burial for that veteran, absolutely not. And as you noticed in the administrator notes, one of the last ones was a veteran from Lake whose total assets were just about $1,500. So when we look at, a $1,625 bill for a no dignity, no frills burial, I think that this is an adequate, request. Secondly, I'd like to say that on the average, we'll have about 10. The county appropriates about $10,000 per year to this fund. There's only about 10 burials a year that require this stipend. So we're really only asking for about a $2,000 increase overall. And that is if we maintain that average of veteran deaths.
The county appropriates $15,000.
So now it's 15. Okay, I looked at last year's budget. It was 10.
It is just,
What's that?
it is just 10,000.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said.
it, you may have bumped
it, Yeah. but
did you bump it? Cause it's been 10 since I've been here. It's been.
This is up for the actual veteran.
I didn't realize there was that much of a demand for it, but I wanted to be better spent.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you.
Not to mention it, the point of it is to provide some financial relief for someone who is going through a grieving period. So it's one less or a little bit less of something for them to be worrying about when they're trying to grieve.
I would also like to add, that there are some veterans whose families do not pick up the remains. And then there's been an outlay made for that veteran, and there is no way for that nursing home, or I'm sorry, the funeral home to recoup that outlay. I think it's the right thing to do for our indigent veterans.
Okay, any more discussion? Roll call, please.
Guys,
Yes.
Rankin,
Yes.
Gilmore,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Haskell,
Yes.
Oakley,
Yes.
Hauser,
Yes.
Jesse.
Yes,
Motion carried. Okay, look at the resources,
Want me to do the whole thing?
please.
I make a motion to approve resolution of intent number 26-01 to apply for financial assistance for fiscal year 2026 through 2027 for Clare County Public Transportation's program. Contract resolution number 26-02 for FY 026 to 2027, which allows Keaton McInnes, Clare County Transit Director, to execute contracts with MDOT. Resolution authorizing adoption and ratification of contract clauses certification number 26-03, which governs how any transit project requirements apply, and such clauses apply to all federally funded contracts for fiscal year 2026 through 2027. And resolution 26-04, authorizing adoption and ratification of Public Act 51 to maintain an accessibility plan with MDOT addressing accessibility for all residents.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or questions for our people in transit that are available?
I wholeheartedly back this.
No questions, roll call, please.
Husky,
yes,
Hauser,
Yes.
Oakley,
Yes.
Haskell,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Gilmore,
Yes.
Rankin,
Yes.
and Residen.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Marlene.
Make a motion to accept and sign the Materials Management Planning Program grant agreement between the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy in Clear County for fiscal year 2026 in the amount of $80,000.
For a second,
Second.
been moved and seconded, any discussion? Okay, roll call please.
Apple,
Yes.
Oakley,
Yes.
Ellsworth,
Yes.
Rajewski,
yes,
Residency.
Yes.
Lincoln,
Yes.
Gilmore,
Yes.
Rose.
yes,
Motion carried. Rick.
To approve the statutory finance committee meeting minutes of December 22nd, 2025, in the amount of $73,722.80. And January 5th, 2026, an amount of $15,906.99.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Roll call please.
Lincoln,
Yes.
Rose,
yes,
Haskell,
Yes.
Chesky,
yes,
Alistair,
Yes.
Residency.
Yes.
Gilmore,
Yes.
Oakley.
Yes.
Motion carried. Jeff.
Make a motion to approve the expenditures for the month of December 2025 in the amount of $1,853,420.42, with the general fund expenditure totaling $1,040,016.06.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded. Roll call please.
Residency.
Yes.
Rajewski,
Yes,
Yes.
Alistair,
Yes.
Gilmore,
Yes.
Rose,
yes,
Oakley,
Yes.
Haskell.
Yeah.
Motion carried. Jacob.
make a motion to change the board meeting in November from November 11th to Tuesday, November 12th. Thursday. That too.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Dale.
Sure. Motion to allow the administrator to apply for preservation grant for the historical county records.
Second,
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
How much was that?
It's about $500,000. And there's no match requirement.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Do we have a credit report?
Report doing it.
Right. Jenny, do you have anything for us?
I do, just a little bit, I sent a packet already on your desks. The first is all your statutory reports are in there. I included the long, unaudited 2025 numbers. I've updated those and I gave the projected for the 2026, which everything is on track and looks great. I did on the back redo the graph and put the percentages in that you guys have requested from the last one. Also, to let you know, we have the one-stop shop rabies clinic. If you would pass this flyer out to your local units, it's at our animal shelter. They come in and for any dog that needs their rabies vaccination, they line up at the animal shelter. They usually line up way early, but it's from 9 to 1 on Saturday, February 21st. The rabies vaccinations will be $20, and then also if they would like to get the distemper parvo vaccines, it's an additional $20. And then myself and my staff will be there to sell dog licenses at the same time to make it a one-stop shop. So if you could get this information out, that would be great. We are now live with DocRouter, and that is working with the Register of Deeds office. We have been doing the electronic reporting of deeds, not we, but the Register of Deeds office. And then they would bring the deed over for us to certify that the taxes are paid on those. It's now electronic, with as many companies that are jumping on board right now to where it's being sent electronically to my office and my staff can do it electronically. So we just went live with that. Um, We are also finishing up audit requests, like Lori said, so that's going pretty smoothly. Hopefully we'll be done early with that. Tonight we're going live with the chart of accounts update. We're hoping that goes smoothly. All of the tax deadlines, it's this time of year for your local units and, my office. The local units have the current tax and they have until February 28th to pay those, and then they get turned over to our office. We just sent out 4 different types of notices. We have the delinquent notices from our office, and that gives all kinds of information on it. We also have anyone with 2023 delinquent taxes in danger of tax foreclosure, so we sent those notices out. And then the 2024 taxes that are already delinquent in our office are in danger of what's called forfeiture. If they're not paid by February 28th, they get hit with some large fees, but they have a whole nother year to pay. But these notices increase lots of work for our office, which is great because we really want to talk to the people. So, we don't like to foreclose. We try to work out all kinds of plans that, we can with them. We really don't have a terrible issue in the county with that. But if you guys know of any constituents, anybody come and talk to you, please have them call our office, because we're versed in people that can help and what we can do to help. Our show cause hearing, statutorily, we have to have a show cause hearing, is this Thursday, January 22nd from 9 to 4 in my office. We have a policy to where I can extend for a year or however long I need to, if they meet certain requirements. If it's something I can't do, there's a judicial foreclosure hearing in front of the judge February 26th. That has other powers that can also extend. So we're really just trying, if you guys have anybody that needs help, to please just have them reach out to our office that we can call. But I know that was way fast, but I know you guys have other things to do. So if you have any questions.
Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, your report. I've just been attending my meetings, and in both my townships, Sheridan and Grant, they're just negotiating with the road commission. All roads are gonna be repaired for next year. The only thing I have to update, Chris, and for Dwight, I'm looking forward. Arlene?
Just been attending my meetings. Reading Township is looking for a supervisor at the present time. And they have changed their meetings from the 3rd Wednesday to the 3rd Monday of every month.
Yes, good morning. Only 2 things, both relate to the airport. The airport lights are almost done. The last part, the radio controller was going to be defective. And Lori was able to get MDOT to fund that as part of the overall grant, because we did not exceed the total cost. So that's the good news. We're waiting on that part to arrive. Once that part arrives, the lights are fully operational. Jay Rank's gonna give us a quick class on how to operate that in the vault, and then we'll be July. So that's great news. Then we just gotta do some cleanup on the grant with MDOT. That'll get the other half. But I think that'll go smoothly. And the last thing is that we're still in the planning stages. It's looking pretty good. The 11th April extravaganza egg drop at the airport in conjunction with the city of Harrison, East Township, and the county. So that moving it from the East Township soccer fields over to the airport because of space constraints. We had quite a few kids last year, so we want to expand. So that's all I have.
Okay.
I just have a short list, this month. Franklin Township had a very, short, sweet, to the point meeting. They, got done for half an hour. Trustees not really happy that she was eight, because she likes to have short meetings. Hamilton Township, they're continuing to work on their, park that they received, the, Sparks grant for. They're considering doing a software. We're hoping to be done with the, actual building the park in mid-May. Winterfield Township has been having some trouble with assessors and was hoping that, and might have some names that they might, look for a new one. They're also working on adjusting their planning board, and they just were presented the bylaws for that board last meeting. The LEPC, there's been concerns with the state and federal governments fighting each other over how the funding is going to get for DHS. They're worried about the grant fund years. We ended up passing our local law for 24's grant up to the regional level. Just because the time that's left to work for the grant, we didn't think that by the time the litigation ends. So instead they reach out, it's going to be helping us with some projects. Handing them the federal money. The 911 board, we are very pleased with how last year's projects have gone. So this year, we're fund balance. Did some new consoles, had a Viper phone system installed this last year. And Bronx Township's continuing to look into the Harrison Fire contracts. Having some current concerns in the near future about increases that they've been receiving per year, but gonna be a meeting with Harrison next week on that. And they are talking about snow and ice with the meeting they're receiving. They very pleased with how the regulations affected areas. That's all I have.
Thanks. Jeff?
Nothing.
Jacob?
Nothing.
Yeah. That's too easy. Any unfinished business we need to do? Oh, yeah, that's good. They just start, they might want time to think. Is there any more public comment?
There is. Go for it. You can go first. Oh, please.
Dwayne Rogers, Clare County Road Commission. Just a reminder, I don't know if I'll see you before then, but February 13th, 10 a.m. going till noon. We're gonna do the Road Commission educational workshop. It'll be at the new CTE building on Clare Ave in their new conference room. We're working on all the local governments, townships, elected officials, Katie. I think I got to send you an email. Might have forgot.
I'm actually gonna talk to you after.
Okay, good, but hopefully. If anyone can make it, I think it'll be good. Bad news is you'll probably have to listen to me talk a lot, but good news is the food should be good at lunch. Thank you.
What's the RCP date by?
February 6th or something, just so more.
Good morning. For the people who forgot who I am, I'm Pat Adams. I did miss a couple meetings. November meeting, I didn't realize that I got pushed back a week for deer hunting season. But it made logical sense for the area that we're in. One thing back into my notes here. One thing I'd really like to, first of all, I want to thank the board for approving the $1,200 burial stipend for indigent military people. I was in the service myself for 21 years. And I retired out of the Army with just over 20 years active duty. I know a lot of people that through some fault of when they served, they become have mental issues and everything else, and they can't hold a job down. And with that stipend, it'll help their dependents, not feel so bad about putting their loved one to rest. So that is from a military retiree, which there's no reason that I should ever in the world have to use that. But for my fellow service members that need it, it's greatly heartfelt appreciated. Thank you guys very much for that. The second thing is, this is something I was going to mention in the November meeting, but I see Lori kind of touched on it in one of the meetings that I read about. But when I was in the service, I was in logistics for 13 years, and I was in charge of the budget for several years. And we had to come up with ways to downsize our budget. One of the things that we did do, we made it mandatory that everything was double-sided copy. And, the meeting that I came to that had about the lakes, you know, that thing had 106 pages in it. It was all single-sided copy. That comes up to 190 pieces. And if we would have, if it would have been double-sided copy, granted, it only saves 1.59 reams. But I don't know how much a ream costs anymore. I haven't bought a ream of paper since I bought a case several years ago. I don't go through the paper that much, but it was on sale. So penny saved, penny earned. But I do appreciate all the efforts the board's doing, taking away from your family and everything else. And all I have to say for today. Thank you guys very much.
We missed you too.
I failed to mention my presentation that if anybody needs that hospice care, can afford it free of charge. And I will also be happy to do a tour of the building if you'd like to see it at any time.
Anything else from the crowd? How about a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Move the second to be adjourned. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? We're adjourned. Okay.
Katie,